believe there's other things you can put your energy towards instead of separating people based on a simple thing like colors. How about you actually talk to them, unite, and make the world a better place rather than just trying to make one subcategory into the Jewish Israelites that God is love. I'm sure he loves everybody, honestly. Why would he make you if he didn't love you? Why would he spend the time to put everything on your body? Why would he have put all the hair on her, the eyes, made the color a special color or whatever of her eyes, and he didn't love her? What's the point of doing any of that if I don't give a fuck about her?
Can I show you?
I'm not just gonna do Legos and
Can I show you though? You saying a lot of stuff and you saying a lot of vital stuff, but I just wanna show you. That's why I'm not cutting you off. I'm gonna let you speak. You got a voice up here. Give me Romans chapter 9 and start at verse 21.
The book of Romans chapter 9 and verse 21.
Bring it up.
Have not the potter power over the clay?
Read again.
Have not the potter power over the clay?
You ever went to art class? Now, in art class, what do? We created drawings, right? Do you still have those drawings to this day? You said your mom does? Every single one? What happened to the ones that she don't still have? She did what? Now, read that again.
Has not the potter power over the clay? Of the same lump?
What?
Of the same lump?
Of the same lump. Now, let me tell you the history of blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, and a so-called white man. We both come from a man named Isaac, right? He had a son named Jacob who created the 12 tribes of Israel. He also had a son named Esau. Esau will be the progenitor of the white nation. So just how you said you threw away some of those drawings that you created, that you no longer have, the Most High can do that with his creation as well.
Of the same lump, to make one vessel unto honor.
Because there was a vessel made to honor us, the 12 tribes of Israel. We were made to honor the Most High, right? Read on.
And another unto dishonor. What? And another unto dishonor.
And another was made to dishonor the Most High, right? So do you know what dishonoring the Most High looks like? It's like sin. It looks like rape. It looks like robbery. It looks like murder. And that's not just on an individual basis. Because what happened when those Twin Towers dropped? They killed millions of Arabs in the name of 3,000 Americans. That's what they did. Right? What happens anytime they want to create any establishment, any nation, what do they do first? They wipe them out. That's why the Lord says that there was one created for what? Read it again.
One vessel unto honor and another unto dishonor. What if God willing to show his wrath
to do what?
Willing to show his wrath.
Read it again.
Willing to show his wrath.
You love that white woman? Now, what would happen if somebody came up and attacked her? What would you do? You would have to defend her, right? You would show what? Your wrath, right? You know?
And to make his power known. Do what? And to make his power known.
You would fight on her behalf. Now, what happens if somebody attacks the Most High's favorite people? What should he now do for them?
Defend them as well.
You should defend them, right? Read on.
Endured with much long suffering.
What?
With much long suffering.
Because what blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans have been going through isn't a yesterday thing. We've been in America for the last 400 years. That's just the blacks. What about the Hispanics and the natives? They've been getting conquered since Columbus came over and Luis de Torres. What about before that when we was in Rome? Right? It says he endured with much long suffering. What? Read on.
Endured with much long suffering the vessels of wrath. What? The vessels of wrath. Fitted to destruction.
He said that they were fitted to destruction, meaning that they were created to be destroyed. Right? Because there is a spirit that comes with those people that will never mess with your people. And let me tell you what, let me prove how. Right, when you seen Jeffrey Dahmer before, right? Physically, he looked just fine. Looking at him, you couldn't tell that he was someone that ate people. But when a black man has those type of spirits on him, you can tell there's something off about the brother. He don't even walk the same because those spirits weren't fitted for our bodies. However, when it comes to the so-called white man, those spirits were fitted and tailor-made just for him because he was fitted for destruction.
And that he might make known the riches of his glory on the vessels of mercy. On the vessels of mercy.
Because who upon the face of earth right now needs the mercy of God, brother? Who?
Most people, a lot of people. We're talking about America, we're going to say black Americans then.
We're going to say black Americans, right? Not just us, but the Hispanics and the natives as well. Right? Because they went through even more than we have as black folks, right? Read on.
In which he had a fore prepared unto glory, even us whom he hath called. What? Even us whom he hath called.
It's even us whom he hath called. Right, read on.
Not of the Jews only. Not of who? Not of the Jews only.
Not only of the Jews, right, but read on.
But also of the Gentiles. As he said in Hosea, I will call them my people, which were not my people, and her beloved, which was not beloved.
Right, so he was talking to a certain group of people. And he said, as I saith in Hosea, I will call them my people, which were not my people. So who was the Lord talking to? Read that. The book of Hosea, chapter 1 and verse 10. Yet the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea, which cannot be measured, nor numbered. And it shall come to pass that in the place where it was said unto them, ye are not my people. What do they call us in America, nationality-wise?
Black.
You said what?
Black African American.
Black African American. You know how old those terms are? African American goes back to the 80s with Jesse Jackson. He created that because he didn't like the term Negro or black, right? Now the term black, right, that just goes back to the Latin word Negro, meaning a darker hued people. You can even read it in the Bible. You're going to get Acts 13. Or you can go ahead and get Acts 13. Or Acts 13:1.
The book of Acts, chapter 13, and verse number 1. Now there were in the church, there was at Antioch certain prophets and teachers, as Barnabas and Simeon, that were called nigger.
That was called what?
That were called nigger.
Those people, even in the Bible, was called nigger. The same thing that we call ourselves today. Right? But the Lord says that his people was who? Keep reading. There it shall be said unto them, ye are the sons of the living God. Then shall the children of Judah, then shall the so-called Negroes, because it says in the place that you were called not my people. You said in America we're called black. We're called African American. We called niggas. But in the same place that it was called that we're not the children of the Most High, we're going to be called the children of the Most High. Right. He says then, what? Read on. Then shall the children of Judah and the children of Israel and the children of Israel.
Where are we?
And the children of Israel. We're the children of Israel. That's right. All right, give me 1 John chapter 4 and start at verse 20. All right, let me tell you why you should follow after the Bible. All right, because you might not believe in God. But you want me to tell you, after having this dialogue with you want me to tell you who I know you love? You love other black people. You love other people like you that are put in the same predicament that you are. Give me 1 John chapter 4 and start at verse 20.
This is the book of 1 John chapter 4 and verse number 20. If a man say, I love God. Say what? If a man say, I love God.
Because that's one thing that everybody says, whether it be the God of the Bible, Allah, or some guy in your case that you make up. You say that you love your God. Read on.
And hateth his brother. Do what? And hateth his brother.
You know what hating your brother looks like?
What the black community is known for doing.
Say it again.
What the black community is known for doing, especially in Chicago.
Whatever you feel it is. You said what they're known for doing?
In Chicago, yeah.
You know what else? You know what else is the hatred of black people? Marrying white people.
Right.
Getting in relationships with white people.
Right. 10, 15 black people, 20 black people. Why do none of these people look Ghanaian? Why do they not look Nigerian? Why do they look a little different from the Africans? Why do you naturally tell an African from an American black person? It's almost like we have a little extra something in our genetics. It's almost like we're not 100% African at this point. It's almost like every one of y'all here has some white genes in you already. Are we already just 50% devil at this point then? We're already born into sin. We have white blood in us. Shit, we just demons at this point, right?
Do you know why we don't look like Africans?
Because we have other blood in our being.
No, not that. Because you got African tribes that don't look like African tribes. Like one thing that people try to do is they try to clump Africa up like it's just one solid place.
Right.
Africa, one second, brother. Africa is the most genetically diverse place on the face of the planet. Africa has more genes in the pool than there are different diverse types of fish in the sea. That's a fact. You can look it up. So in Africa, that's true.
Nobody is
That's not
100% purebred anything.
I just want to finish.
Even if you go to dogs,
Brother,
the Cocker Spaniel's not 100% Cocker
We're
Spaniel. It's been fucked some other time.
gonna deal with that, but I just want to speak. I let you finish. Right? The reason you said something real heavy. You said, why don't we look like ethnic Africans? The same reason that we don't look like Asians. The same reason that we don't look like white people. Because we are not them. Right? Give me Exodus 11 and 7.
This is the book of Exodus chapter 11 and verse number 7. But against any of the children of Israel shall not a dog move his tongue against man or beast, that ye may know how the Lord doth put a difference. Doth put a difference between the Egyptians and Israel.
There is a difference between the Egyptians or the Africans and our people. We're going to show you that. This is history, a little bit of history from the Compact Bible Dictionary. I read that.
This is the Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary. The definition of the word Ham, the youngest son of Noah, born probably 96 years before the flood, and one of 8 persons to live through the flood. He became the progenitor of the dark races, not the Negroes. Not the Negroes. Not the Negroes.
It says that Ham was the progenitor of the dark races, but not the Negroes. Read on.
But the Egyptians, Ethiopians, Libyans, and Canaanites.
Right, so that's just a little bit of history to show that we're ethnically not the same as Africans. Just because we both got melanated skin, because you know who look alike? The Arabs and the Palestinians. But they will swear up and down that they are not the same people. You know who else look alike? The Japanese and the Chinese. They look just alike. However, are they the same people?
There's a difference between
There's a difference, right?
The difference in them. Yeah.
So just because we have similarities to African, does that make us African?
I don't see tribes on there for African Americans. I see Africans and black men, but where's the actual black men at though? Like where's the Africans on there? That's the whole country, right? The whole continent. Where's the Africans on there? I see American blacks. We've only been here for 200 years.
Yeah.
That Bible was made 10 times longer than that. So where are the Africans on there?
Well, that's what we were just talking about. We're not Africans.
Where's the tribe? What tribe were they?
What tribe were the Africans? Is that what you're asking?
Where are the black girls?
African Americans?
Which person did they come from? Judah?
You think we're Africans? He said, where are they?
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. We're not Africans. Like we have nothing to do with because we dwell. I'm gonna explain why. You know what people do? They take the fact that we dwelled in the land of Africa to say that we're Africans. Right. You know, you got Chinese people in South Africa.
Right.
You also have white people in South Africa. Does that make them ethnically an African?
Ethnically, no.
So just because we live,
Nationality, African, yes.
that's we're by nationality we will be American. That's not a race. That's just the land that you're dwelling in.
Right.
So when it comes down,
Nationality, where you live from and the culture that you live with. Ethnicity is the blood that pumps through your veins.
That's why
ethnicity and the culture are 2 different things.
that's why I just said ethnic. I said ethnicity. I said, does it make them ethnically an African? And you said no.
Blood time. Where are the Africans that has been here for thousands of years before the American blacks?
Give me Genesis, the 11th chapter. Genesis 10.
Let's also read that first chapter, 2nd chapter, when he said, I made everything on this planet. I looked at it and called it good. So for you to look at another one of his creatures and say that because he's white, he is now not as good, you're going against your God and what he said and read in his Bible.
There were no white people back then.
Right.
White people, the first white, hold on. The first white man was Cain. Cain was the first white man. Cain was the first white man, and Esau was the next after that, right? But what I call for? Give me Genesis the 10th chapter.
Yeah, this is the book of Genesis, chapter 10, and verse number 1.
Bring it out.
Now these are the generations of the sons of Noah: Shem, Ham, and Japheth.
So you got Shem, and you got Ham, and you got Japheth. Right, Japheth would be like the people on the islands, like the what are they called, the Hawaiians and stuff like that. Shemites, you have blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans. You have some Asian people, right? You have the Elamites, right? The East Indian people. Now we're gonna get into the Hamites are, right? You asked who they were. Read on.
Verse 6. And the son of Ham, Cush.
So Cush, the so-called Cushites would be the Ethiopians. Right? They would be Cush. Read on.
And Mizraim,
or the Egyptians, right? Read on.
And Put,
that's the South Africans, right? Read on. No, is that the South Africans? That's North Africans, right? North Africans.
And
Canaan would be the South Africans, right? Those were a people, but those necessarily weren't us, right? Go to Genesis. Matter of fact, jump down to
Verse 22. And the children of Shem, Elam, and Asher, and Arphaxad, and Lud, and Aram, and the children of Aram, Uz, and Hul, and Gether.
And when you go through the account, it's going to go all the way down into Abraham, right? It's going to get into our forefather, and then that then leads into us. Give me Genesis chapter 25 and start at verse 25. What you got something?
It's the book of Genesis, chapter 25 and verse 25.
Bring it out.
And the first came out red.
Says what?
And the first came out red. All over, like in hairy garment.
This baby came out. You know the reason that it gave the description of what this baby looked like? Because it looked different from everybody else. This baby didn't look the same, so they gave a description of what this child looked like. Right? So this baby came out red. Who is known as rednecks? White people. And all rednecks happen to be hairy.
Most
Right?
people are hairy. I would say you know that
Most
you have a
people.
beard.
Huh?
I would say you know that you have a beard, a full
I'm
grown
not
beard.
hairy though.
Hairy.
I got a little hair on my face, but that's natural. All that, nah. Right? They had damn hair in between their knuckles.
Right.
Right in between their toes.
Right.
They do. Right? Read on. You said what?
I got hair on my fingers and my toes.
But a
You can ask
bush,
her,
a
my
bush
white
hair,
girl,
brother.
she know it.
You know, see, you just trying to be. You know for a fact that white people are hairier than black people are.
Hairy people is like-
Not the same. But we gon' no problem.
He got taco meat as well. The term taco meat wasn't made by a white person. It was made
Yeah,
by
brother,
a
this is
black
gonna
person
start.
talking about another black person that's hairy on their chest.
You know what taco meat looks like? Taco meat is a bunch of little ground up meat, meaning that the hair on your chest, it might be a lot, but it's short. White people, a lot of hair grows on their chest. They're hairy like gorillas. Right? Read on.
Right. First came out red. All over, like in hairy garment. And they called his name Esau.
Called his name what?
They called his name Esau.
How we get into your point? All right, go to Romans chapter 9 and start at verse 13. Because you asked me what? The Most High, why would he create something just to hate it? Right? We're going to tell you why the Most High created them. Start at verse 10.
It's the book of Romans, chapter 9 and verse number 10.
Bring it out.
And not only this, but when Rebekah also had conceived by one, even by our father Isaac, for the children being not yet born, says what? For the children being not yet born,
The children weren't even born yet, right? Read on.
neither having done any good or evil, that the purpose of the what? That the purpose,
Read it again.
that the purpose of God according to election.
Father Judas. Father Maccabeus. You said Magnus.
Neither having done good or evil,
It says that these children haven't done any good nor evil. Read on.
that the purpose of God according to election might stand, not of work,
Not of what?
not of work,
Not of what?
not of work,
Not of works. Read on.
but of him that calleth. It was said unto her, the elder shall serve the younger. And it was as it was written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau.
Esau was that red and hairy child, right? What did he say about Esau?
Have I hated.
The Most High said he hated him before he had done any good or evil.
Right.
The Most High hated him because he wanted to.
Right.
Because he can.
Right.
Right? And then even better than that, give me Zechariah chapter 1 and verse 15. You said
Again,
what?
why am I serving a God that's creating things just to hate and cause downfall on the earth? Why am I serving a God that thinks
I said
like
that
this?
he can't-
He's
I
out
said
here
he-
making angels that's going to turn into a devil. He's making humans that's going to turn
That's-
into
that's not
people that's trying to
biblical.
keep us down.
That's-
Why
that's-
am I
that's
serving
not-
this
that's
person?
not
Why does it
biblical.
seem like this person is out for my well-being?
Angels never turn into devils in the Bible.
Right.
That's Christian.
Lucifer wasn't an angel, an archangel.
Lucifer was a man.
Right.
And we can show you that. That's in Isaiah the 14th chapter. No,
on this planet.
Lucifer was the
I'll wait
man.
for
He
you to
came
get
to
to that
Babylon.
chapter. I want to see
But
how
we gonna get into that though. Give me Zechariah chapter 1 and start at verse 15.
Give us a couple minutes. Teach your kids.
You got it. This is the book of Zechariah chapter 1 and verse 15.
Bring it out.
And I am very sore displeased with the heathen. Says what? With the heathen. Says that he is very sore displeased with the heathen. Now the Most High hated white people because he can, but what's even worse is that they gave him a reason. He said he's displeased with that nation of people. Read on. That I at ease, for I was but a little displeased. Said what? For I was but a little displeased
And they helped forward the affliction. Did what? And they helped forward the affliction. They helped to forward the affliction. You ever heard of buck breaking? You know what buck breaking is? You know who did that to us?
White people.
Right, you know what colonization is? You know who did that to us?
Right. Everybody's done it. Every country that you know.
I said who did that to, I said who did it to us.
We've done it to ourselves. You think we didn't have wars in Africa among other Africans
That-
to try to take over land and
brother,
people?
we're not African. We're not African. I get it, no.
All right, it's
Listen,
a black
hold on,
community in America.
before we
We're
start
right here in
that,
Chicago, in the murder capital of the United States.
That's true,
Because
but-
people are trying to take over and dominate each other else. And it's not, it's one race. One race causes 50% of the crime. Why is this? Why are they the...
what's the race that caused
Black.
50% of the crime?
Black people.
All right, let's deal with that because that's a fair
I have
argument.
been robbed, I have been jumped.
For sure.
I have been fucking everything. Guess what?
Let's
It's
deal with
never actually been by a white person for some
First
reason.
off, what I
It's
want a
I
brother
take
to
refuge
do,
in her.
I
She
got
ain't
you.
whooping my ass. She ain't robbing me. Why wouldn't I go hang out with the person that's peaceful and not
I
fucking
got
up
you.
shit?
So what you're telling me is
Not
the
causing
reason,
violence here.
hold on, brother, you said a lot. You said a lot. Hold on, we want to deal with what you said. What you're telling me is the reason that you chose to love that white woman is because of the pain that you suffered with your people. That's what I heard. But we're going to deal with what you said about the crime rates in black communities. Can a brother real fast pull out their phone? I want y'all to Google, is FBI data based off of arrests or convictions? Because what they don't tell you, hold on, brother. Hold on.
Nice neighborhoods and act like you
Brother.
hear gunshots and shit. You go down to Old Block, you're going to hear some guns. That's
We
not me
came,
making up
brother,
something
we
in my
came, hold on, because I'm
imagination.
gonna have to blaze in a second.
That's
We
not my
came to America. What you trying to do is you trying to talk about a murder rate that might happen in our neighborhoods, but look what happened to the natives. 77 million natives they slaughtered just to take their land. Over 90 million blacks they killed. Over 25 million Hispanics. And the lynching of the Mexicans, that's what they did. And you wanna, hold on, brother, what you wanna do is you want to try to blame all of the crime on us when we just learned that from white people. Give me John the 8th chapter, man. Give me John chapter 8 and start at verse 38. Because we're just doing what the white man taught us how to do. The white man taught us how to rape. The white man taught us how to murder. He taught us how to hate other black people. And because he taught us that, that's what we do. Because most blacks are of their father, the devil. Read John chapter 8 and start at verse 38. The book of John chapter 8 and verse number 38. I speak that which I have seen of I speak that which I have seen with my father. And ye do that which ye have seen with your father. You know why we come out here to keep the commandments and fight for black people? Because that's what the Most High wanted us to do. But it says that you have seen, hold on. It says that you have seen, so read that again, Sluck. This is the book of John chapter 8 and verse 38 again. I speak that which I've seen with my father, because we see all of these blacks and Hispanics out here dwelling together in peace. That's why we speak that can happen. We're out here in peace right now. We have seen what the Most High can do for us. Read on. And ye do that which ye have seen with your father. It says that ye do that which ye have seen of your father. You know what the white man has taught you to do? The white man has taught you how to be a good son. And how to do right as beautiful. And instead of doing a black woman that's beautiful, you do that white piece of shit is beautiful. That's what they taught you to do. Galatians chapter 4, verse 17. Get out, huh? Verse 39. They answered and said unto him, Abraham is our father. Abraham is our father. Everybody believed that they're of this blessed lineage. Read on. Jesus said unto them, if ye were Abraham's children, ye would do the works of Abraham. You were really of that God that you created? You would do the works of that God that you created. Because that God that you created is a reflection of you. And that God just shows me how much you love white people. Because instead of choosing a beautiful black woman, you chose a white woman. Give me Galatians chapter 4 and start at verse 17. Galatians chapter 4 and verse 17. They zealously affect what the white people do. They zealously affect what white people have zealously affected you. Because now we face to face as enemies when you're supposed to be my brother. Read it. Suck it. But now what? But now what? But now what? Read it again. But now what? Because the zeal that they have given you ain't doing no good for you. It ain't doing no good for me. It ain't doing no good for our communities. It ain't gonna fix black people. It ain't gonna fix Hispanics. But it's gonna build the white community up. Right? The white woman is gonna get all of the valuables that you invest into her. That's what she's gonna get. You know what? Yeah, they will exclude you. Would you what? They will exclude you. They will exclude you. that ye might affect them. Is that they will exclude you, that ye might affect them. Because now what has happened? She has separated herself because she's no longer speaking, but she's affecting you, right? She's getting the effects of it because she's getting defended by black man against black man. She has her own personality to fight black people for her, and she doesn't have to do a goddamn thing. Come on, man. But it is good to be zealously affected. Let me tell you something, brother. It's beautiful to be zealously affected. It's beautiful to be zealously affected, reader. Always in a good thing, right? Always in a good thing. You again? Always in a good thing. Right? But your zeal has to be for a good thing. Because right now, she's getting your zeal. But there are little black girls that feel like they aren't beautiful. There are little black children that prefer the white baby doll. They're the ones that deserve your zeal. They're the ones that deserve your compassion. They're the ones that deserve the fight that you have in you. But instead, who are you giving it to? You're giving it to that white woman. Right? And she ain't doing a damn thing for you. Because if she loved you, she will be defending you. Because you have stepped on everything you believe in. You have stepped on everything that you have loved. But she hasn't got up to defend you not one goddamn time. She ain't said nothing. But you have fought to the death for her. That's why the Most High said that they have to die. They have to die because they made you love them when they don't deserve your love. I deserve your love. You know why you should keep the commandments? Because you love black people. Because you love me. Because I come out here to teach. I put away the pork. I put away the guns. I put down the fork because I love you. And that's what you need to do, brother. You need to watch the actions that we do and follow after us. Give me John chapter 8 and start at verse 44. This is the book of John, chapter 8 and verse 44. Ye are of your father the devil. What is it? Ye are of your father the devil. Ye are of your father the devil. Brother, you are of your father the devil. That's right. That dog right there, she is your parent. She is your mother. She has nursed you and she has taught you everything that benefits her. Get that brother and come and tell. Hey, if you love us, get him to come and tell us he loves us. That's what you do. Okay, we love you too, but you gotta put that bitch away. You have to put that dog away and stop having sex with these animals. That's what you have to stop doing, brother. And you come to get you a fine black woman. You come to get you a Hispanic sister. Somebody that can cook. Somebody that know more than Italian seasoning, man. That's what you need to do. But give me Mark chapter 1 and start at verse 15, man. Mark 1 and 15. That's bestiality. It's disgusting, man. It's the book of Mark, chapter 1, and verse number 15. Right? And saying, the time is fulfilled. The time is fulfilled. The time is fulfilled. So the time of the Gentiles is coming to an end. Read up. And the kingdom of heaven, it's like in the kingdom of God is at hand. Says on what? And the kingdom of God is at hand. Because right now, right here on Michigan Ave, in front of the so-called white man, in front of the Palestinians, in front of the Moabites and the Ammonites, we are bringing the kingdom of God, man. Right here, repent ye. It says what? Repent ye. Is that brother do? Repent ye. And believe the gospel. That brother needs to repent and come back to this Bible, man. The way that we teach it. It's a reason. Go back to John the 8th chapter, man. Right? It's a reason that we told him to follow after us. Right? Because we're doing it right. As we're walking, we're not walking after ourselves. I walk after righteous men. That walk after righteous men. That walk after the ways of Yahweh Shah, man. But we're not out here doing what the hell we want to do. Right? Start at verse 40. God, it's the book of John, chapter 8, verse number 40. But now ye seek to kill me. Says what? But now ye seek to kill me. They always find some type of way to hate the servants of the Most High. They always find some type of way to love everybody else. Read on. A man that told you the truth. It says what? A man that told you the truth. Just from telling them the truth. We gave the brother a 4, and he even admitted that if somebody attacked what he loved, he would defend it. But when the Most High attacks what has affected the people that he loves, oh, he has a problem with that. Or he has a problem when black people are fought for, but he doesn't have a problem when white people are fought for. That shows the hypocrisy. That is why the so-called white man has to go. Because He has taught blacks to fight for him more he has taught them to fight for their own damn selves, man. Right, read on. Which I have heard of God. This did not Abraham. Ye do the deeds of your father. It says what? Ye do the deeds of your father. Then said they to him.
It says what?
Then said they to him, we be not born of fornication.
It says that we be not what?
We be not born of fornication.
Right.
We have one Father, even God. And Jesus said unto them, if God were your Father, if God were your Father, ye would love me. It says that if God was actually your Father, if that brother was actually righteous with this God that he created, he would actually love us. He would actually love other black people. But he does not. He is not the son of God. He is the son of Hashatan, man. He is the son of our adversary. He is the son of the devil of the earth, the so-called white man. Read on. I perceived forth, and they came of God. Neither came I of myself. Says what? Neither came I of myself. Because we're not out here of our own accord. They think you want to come to Chicago in the middle of the winter just to be here? We're not doing this because of us. Right, we are. But he sent me.
He says what?
But he sent, what do I say? But he sent, the Lord woke my ass up and sent me to Chicago, man. The Lord sent these brothers down to Michigan Ave. You got brothers from Cleveland. You got brothers from the hood. All gathered together to preach the love of blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man. You know? Why do ye not understand my speech? Even because ye cannot hear my word. Ye are of your father the devil.
What is that?
Ye are of your father the devil. And the lust of your father ye will do. And the lust of the so-called white man they will do, man. Like everything that the so-called white man wants us to do, whether that be kill each other, sell drugs, murder each other, choose white women. That's what our people love to do. That's what our people choose to do. Because we all made ourselves the son of the so-called white man. And we have made the so-called white man our God. Right, we know it? He was a murderer from the beginning. Who was Cain? He was a murderer from the beginning. Peter Kent? He was a murderer from the beginning. Like the so-called white man has always had that spirit of murder in him, man. He has always had that spirit of rape because that's what he does. He is the devil of the earth. Listen, the so-called white man is COVID, and we are the vaccination. Read on. And abode not in the truth, because there was no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, says what? When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own. It says when he speaketh of a lie, he is speaking of his own. Because the white man only teaches you what is beneficial for him. He doesn't teach you what's beneficial for you. He doesn't teach you what's going to help your people work. He teaches you what's going to fix his society. What's going to make him run. Without the crimes of blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, they couldn't fund their prison systems. Right? Matter of fact, go back to that fact that I had pulled up. Because he came out and he has said that we are 50% of the crime that happens in America. Can a brother pull out their phone real quick? And I want you to look up, is FBI data based off of arrest or is it based off convictions? Right? Because the one thing that they won't tell you is that the crime rate they say happens in our neighborhood is actually buffed up. In New York, you have something called the stop and frisk law, where they can pull you over and they can arrest you or they can pat you down for no reason at all. Just because they feel like you have done something. And you know what that does? That boosts up what they call the crime rate. Because they over-police black neighborhoods and don't put any police in the white neighborhoods until they get called, man. Right, you got that? Read that.
The FBI Uniform Crime Reporting UCR program counts one arrest for each separate instance in which a person is arrested, cited, or summoned.
It says for when a person is arrested, cited, or summoned. This has nothing to do with the actual convictions. But what they do is over-police our neighborhoods and arrest us because that way they can bump up the crime rate. And they can convince the entire world that blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are violent, are ghetto people, that they steal.
They summoned me in New York when I was out there teaching, and they gave me a summons.
You see that?
Just for talking on the sidewalk.
That's what the so-called white man does. When the Bible says that he is a liar, believe that shit, man. Because that's what the so-called white man does. Because they also don't tell you that even though they try to say that blacks and Hispanics have the highest rate of convictions,
They don't tell you that we have the highest rate of exonerations. Real fast, the brother look up exonerations definition. Just a so-called white man want to come out here and lie, we're going to spread the truth with his own damn law, man. With his own damn definitions. Look up exoneration definition, man. The so-called white man is a devil.
Right. Goddamn devils. Right.
Exoneration, the action of officially absolving someone from blame.
It says the act of officially absolving someone from blame. Because you know what happens? Is they falsely put blacks and Hispanics in jail, and blacks and Hispanics in jail either find a better lawyer or they educate themselves. Look up who is number one in exonerations in our legal system. And our blacks and Hispanics turn around and educate themselves, and they prove themselves as innocent and get themselves out of prison. We are also number one in exonerations. So this buffed up law or these citations that they saying that blacks and Hispanics have is just a white man's way of lying.
Right.
It's their way of putting more money into the
Goddamn
prison
devil.
system.
Right.
It's their way of trying to make our people look like the devil of the earth when they're the devil of the earth, man.
Right.
But you got something? Read that.
Indeed, a 2022 report from the registry found that innocent black people, were 7 times more likely to be wrongly convicted.
It says that black people were 7 times more likely to be wrongly convicted because we're also number one in exonerations, man.
Right.
We're also number one in getting free. You found something else?
Reading on. Convicted of murder than innocent white people.
Read that again.
Convicted of murder than innocent white people.
It says that we're more than likely, we're 7 times more likely to get falsely accused of murder and convicted of murder than innocent white people, man.
Right.
That is the lie that they spread.
Right.
That is why blacks need the Hispanics, man. That is why the Hispanics need the Native Americans.
Right.
The reason that we are out here, we ain't out here because we want to yell and scream. We are out here because we need you.
Right.
We need people to fight. We need people to care about us, man.
Right.
So that we can continue to fight.
Right.
Because the white man don't care about us,
Bring it
man.
out.
Asians don't care about us. They got a bill to stop you from attacking their people. But blacks and Hispanics have been in here for how long? How long have we been trodden underfoot? And what have our people gotten, man? Give me, I think I want Esther chapter 8 and start at verse 15. It's the book of Esther, chapter 8 and verse number 15.
Bring it out.
And Mordecai went out from the presence of the king in royal apparel of blue and white. Verse 16. The Jews had light and gladness and joy. Verse 6. Verse number 6. And Esther 8 and verse 6. For now, how can I endure to see the evil that shall come unto my people? Read it again. For now, how can I endure the evil that shall come unto my people? How can we endure to continue to see the evil that has come unto my people? While every other nation walks around freely, our people have to walk around masked up because they're afraid that they're going to get shot by somebody that hates them, man. They're afraid that something is going to happen to them, that they're going to get falsely accused.
Right.
Our people, and what's crazy is that they put us in the worst of neighborhoods.
Right.
Put drugs and guns in our neighborhoods
Right.
for us to fight and to kill each other over police our neighborhoods
Right.
and then arrest us for the guns that they gave us, man. That shows you how much of a trickster the so-called white man is.
Right.
They are the witch of the earth, right? What a witch is, it goes into that word pharmakia, meaning a drug dealer. The so-called white man is the biggest drug dealer upon the face of the earth, man. Right, read on? That's a fact. And how can I endure to see the destruction of my kindred? How can I endure to see the destruction of my nation? Give me Romans the 9th chapter and start from the top. Right? Because I can't endure. I can't keep seeing my people destroyed.
Right.
I can't keep seeing my brothers love white women, man.
Right.
Because that hurts me. That
Right.
destroys me.
Right.
And with him loving her, that destroys our people, man. That destroys our neighborhoods. You know how much it hurts a black woman's self-esteem when she sees a black brother love a black woman? The same black brother that treated, love a white woman, Salaki. The same exact black man that treated them like garbage, man.
Right.
Like, that's because the so-called black man really wants to be the white man. And because we can't be the white man, we try to find the next best thing, which is his trophy, which is that pink dog, man. But give me Romans the 9th chapter and start at verse 1.
Bring it out.
Romans chapter 9 and verse 1. I say the truth in Hamashiach. It says what? I say the truth in Hamashiach.
Read again.
I say the truth in Hamashiach.
We are speaking the truth in Hamashiach, Yahweh. Come on.
I lie not. My conscience also bear me witness in the Holy Ghost that I have great heaviness and continual sorrow in my heart. For I could wish that myself were accursed from a Mashiach, for my brother, who? For my brother, for my brother, my kinsmen, according to the flesh, who are Israelites, who are Israelites, who are Israelites.
Mark chapter 7 and start at verse 26. It says, who are Israelites? Read on.
To whom pertaineth the adoption and the glory.
It says the adoption. Because the same God that put us away is the same God that's going to have compassion on us, man. It's the same God that's going to love us. Because the Most High is so much better than us. Because you know what we do? It's so easy for us to forgive ourselves, but it's impossible for us to forgive somebody else. When we committed adultery on the Most High, we have worshipped everybody else. We have worshipped white women. We have worshipped white men. We have worshipped the Arab gods. And the Most High is still going to take us back. He said that adoption is for us. Read on.
And the glory and the covenants. And the covenants. And the covenants.
It says in the covenants, the old one and the new one. Stop trying to give what's for you to everybody else, man. Because the one thing that we don't do is we don't give back to our own. We don't take what's ours and try to give it to another black or Hispanic, try to give it to another Native American. We as sure give the covenant of God to the so-called white man, to the Asians, to the Japanese. That's what we do, man. Blacks and Hispanics have to learn how to love blacks and Hispanics. Read on.
And the giving of the love and the service of God and the promises, who are the fathers, and of whom, as concerning the life.
What's going on, sisters? Y'all got time for the Bible? Y'all got 5 seconds for God. Just 5, sis. Come on. See that? Right, read on.
Concerning the flesh.
Yeah, brother. You got time for the Bible, brother? Come on, brother. You know you're an Israelite? You say Judah? You take 5 seconds for your brothers, man. Just 5. Are you already with an organization? Give me Psalms chapter 1 and start at verse 33. I mean, Psalms chapter 133 and verse 1. This is Sabbath, brother. We just got one scripture. You say you what?
Come on, brother. One scripture, brother.
He on his phone. Hang it up. Read that.
This book of Psalms chapter 133 and verse 1. Behold, how good and how pleasant is it for it is for brothers to dwell together in unity.
It says that our people are supposed to dwell together in unity. Because that's a beautiful thing, man. But everybody, Martin Luther King's dream was for it to be a beautiful thing for us to dwell together with white people. With Asians, with every other nation upon the face of the earth. But what did the Lord say? Read it again.
Behold, how good and how pleasant it is for brothers to dwell together in unity.
The Most High said that it's a good and pleasant thing for brethren to dwell together with their own brethren, man. For sisters to dwell together with their own sisters. To not love everybody else, but to love yourself, man. That's what we need. Blacks and Hispanics need self-love. Read on.
It is like the precious ointment upon the head that ran down upon the beard, even Aaron's beard.
Listen, you got ointments that cost over $1,000. You got ointments that cost over $10,000. Where the Most High said that brotherhood and sisterhood and compassion on your own is more precious than that, man. It's more precious than money. It's more precious than anything that the so-called white man can give us, man. Right, because nobody can give you anything better than another black or Hispanic can give you, man. Right, read on.
That went down to the skirts of his garments, as the dew of Hermon, and as the dew.
2 Kings 11 and 27. I could be wrong.
Light it and should say it like a light.
And as the dew that descended upon the mountains of Zion. But there the Lord commanded the blessing, even life forevermore.
You good on that? You drop that. Bro, give me, it should say a light in Zion. I think it's 2 Kings 11 and 27. Right.
The book of 2 Kings,
That's
chapter
it. That's it. Google it real fast. It's 2 Kings 11 and something. I'll be like 20 years. It says a light in Zion. Or a light in Jerusalem. Right? Because we're back to tell our brothers and sisters to come home, man. Are we back to, we out here to tell you, so what? 11 and 36.
Get that. He found it. He got it for me. Real fast, what I want you to look up is that what does a light in the window mean? All right, read that.
This is the book of 1 Kings, chapter 11, and verse 36.
Bring it out.
Verse 35. But I will take the kingdom out of the son's hand and will give it unto thee.
And we'll do what?
And will give it unto thee.
What did the Lord say?
And will give it unto thee.
The Most High said that He wants to give us our kingdom back, man. The Most High wants to give us our dwelling place. Read on.
Even 10 tribes. And unto his son will I give one tribe. That David, my servant,
Says that who?
that David, my servant, may have a light always before me in Jerusalem.
Says that what?
That David, my servant, may have a light always before me in
We
Jerusalem.
don't show the people what a light before Him in Jerusalem actually means. You found that? Look up what does a candle in the window mean? A candle in the windowsill mean. All right, what does that say?
A lit candle was often placed in the window when a family member was away or who had died to remember them, letting them know they are missed.
Letting them know what?
Letting them know they are missed.
Read it again.
Letting them know they are
The
missed.
Most High said that He will always miss and love our people, and that we'll always have a place to come home to, man. We'll always have a place that we can come back to and call our own. That's why blacks and Hispanics need to come to us, because we will show you how to love yourself, man. We will show you how to love your women, how to love your brothers, how to love even the animals. The white man is the cruelest person upon the face of the earth, man. What is that, Joel? I think it's like Joel 42, when it says, ask the birds. Right, brother, find that real fast. He said, ask the birds, because the white man is the cruelest man upon the face of the earth. Like, the white man eats raw meat. The white man kills animals to not even use them, but to hang them on his wall as artwork. Like that life wasn't precious, man. Right, what's going on, brother? You got time for the Bible?
2 minutes, King.
Right, somebody got time, huh? It's in Job. Ask the birds. ASK. Ask the birds. It's in Job. Huh?
Job 12 and 7.
Go to what it say. Let me
2
see.
minutes, brother. Job 12 and 7.
Yeah, go to that one. Job 12 and 7. Start 3 verses. So what's going on, sisters? I think. Oh, sisters.
I can't tell.
I can't see. It's dark.
It's the book of Job, chapter 12, and verse number 7. Right? Verse number 4. I am as one mocked of his neighbor, who calleth upon God, and he answered him. The just upright man is laughed to scorn.
He says
what? The just upright man is laughed to scorn.
Our people are laughed to scorn by their people, man. Our people are laughed to scorn by their people. The Most High bringing the nations out. Every nation upon the face of the earth laughs at blacks and Hispanics. What's going on, sister? We got time for the Bible? We got 5 seconds for blacks and Hispanics? We can't even get people to make time for their own selves. Right, read on.
He that is ready to slip with his feet and is as a lamp despised in the thought of him that is at ease. The tabernacles of robbers prosper.
It says what?
The tabernacles of robbers prosper.
It says that the tabernacles of robbers prosper, man. The so-called house of Edom, they prosper, because they rob the entire earth of everything that they have worked for. You know what?
And they that provoke God are secure, into whose hand God bringeth abundantly. But ask now the beast.
It says what?
But ask now the beast.
Read it again.
But ask now the beast,
Read on.
and they shall teach thee.
It says, ask the so-called beasts of the field, and they will tell you who the devil of the earth is. They will tell you who their greatest enemy is. Read
Right.
And they shall teach thee, and the fowls of the air.
It says, who?
And the fowls of the
The
air.
Most High said to even ask the birds, man. Ask the birds who their enemies is and what, read on.
And they shall tell
And even the birds. Listen, everything upon the face of the earth hates the so-called white man. Why don't we? Why don't the Hispanics? Why don't the Native Americans? If even the animals, the beasts of the field, down to the bees, they hate their oppressor. But we find a way to love our oppressor, man. Right, read on.
come, or speak to the earth, and it shall teach thee, and the fishes of the sea shall declare unto thee.
Right, it says even the earth. The white man has raped the earth for everything that it has. The Most High said that blood defileth the land. Well, let me tell you something. In order to heal this place,
the Most High is going to spill the blood of every white man upon the face of the earth. And with that, Kwame Yashala. Shalom.